So again, let's come to configurational isomer. We are saying they can't be interchanged. They can't be interchanged without breaking the bonds. And at room temperature, so at room temperature, sufficient energy is not available. So configurational isomers cannot be interchanged. But conformational isomers, because they can be interchanged by simple bond rotation, and at room temperature, generally sufficient energy is available, so they are rapidly interchanging into each other. But we will see that there are examples where even conformational isomers, supposedly conformational isomers, even cannot be interchanged into each other, and that time they become configurational isomer. We will look into these examples. At present it sounds confusing, but we will see these examples. Let's concentrate on configurational isomers. So configurational isomers means they are not changing into each other without chemical reaction. So let's see how we classify the configurational isomers further. So when we see configurational isomers, so what is the meaning of configuration? Any specified 3D or 2D structure that we will call configuration. Now further we classify the configurational isomers, and here we talk about two type of classification. First classification is theoretical classification, and in second classification we talk about experimental. And why I am using these words, it will be clear as I will discuss. So theoretical classification, here we will talk about enantiomers and diastereomers, and here we will talk about optical isomers and geometrical isomers. So in theoretical classification, we do a thought experiment. We do a thought experiment. And what is our thought experiment? We take two different configurations. Two different configurations. And when I say two different configurations, so I am putting this into the inverted comma because I don't know whether they are identical, means whether they are really two different or same configuration written in different way. So I am saying I am taking two different configurations and putting two into the inverted comma so that I can know and I can see that whether they are different or no. So let's understand how we do the thought experiment. So two different configurations I have taken. I don't know whether there are two or they are identical. And I ask the first question. Are these configuration superimposable on each other? And when you try to superimpose on each other, we will see a lot of examples. Superimposable, superposable are synonymous words. Superimposable means you try to fit one configuration on another. If they are superimposable, we say they are not two, they are one because they are identical. If they are not superimposable, then we say they are configurational isomers. If they are not superimposable, then we say these are configurational isomers. Again, we ask the question, are these two configurational isomers mirror image of each other? here first we ask superimposability, then we ask the mirror image. That's very important. So the second question is, we are asking, are these mirror image of each other? And if the answer is yes, they are mirror image of each other, we call them enantiomers. And if someone says no, they are not mirror image of each other, then these two configurational isomers are known as distereomers of each other. So we have three type of relationship: identical, enantiomers, and we have three type of relationships: identical, enantiomers, and distereomers. We will see, we will draw different configurations, and we will see whether they are identical, or they are enantiomers, or they are distereomers. So I will strongly recommend you just see this once more. What we have done here, we have just see the classification of, we have just seen the classification of configurational isomers, and we have seen two type of classification of configurational isomers, and there we have seen theoretical classification and experimental classification. In theoretical classification, what we have done, we have done a thought experiment, and there we have seen that two different configurations we have taken, and we were asking the questions whether they are superimposable, yes or no, and then we are saying whether they are mirror image, yes or no, and based upon that we said diastereomers and enantiomers. So let's discuss this point again in the next slide, next video.